everybody, Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to London, England. We're at the Royal London Theatre for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds in the lightweight division. This should be a good one tonight. Both fighters say they are primed, coming off a very intense and passionate training camp.
All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up and let's go.
10 rounds slated in the books tonight. Here's the first. And he engages in the clinch. A headshot blocked. Tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
You're still not moving enough. Move, move!
Good block there by Sweet Pea. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Gets rid of that body shot. The executioner's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Final 10 seconds of round number one. This round comes to an end. And Teddy, easy to note here that he wasn't landing a lot of punches. Now he was throwing them up, but he wasn't landing a lot. Is that because of his opponent's defense, or is he just not that accurate of a puncher?
No, it's a combination. First of all, his opponent's pretty slick in there, pretty good at bobbing, weaving a little bit, slipping a little bit, making himself a difficult target, but his punch is a little wide. Needs to shorten them up.
He doesn't like those shots to the body.
You don't need
your hands moving.
Here we go. Round two is underway.
That's it. That's it. 1, 2.
Blocks that punch. The executioner is almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. Showing you some defense there with the block. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Sweet Pea. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Halfway through this round. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Early on in this fight, one of the things I'm going to look for is who's the more well-rounded fighter offensively. Who can do it all with all their punches?
Well, you look for that in any sport, in any profession. You know, you look at a quarterback, you know, in football, the great ones, they can throw deep, but they can throw the short patterns. They can throw the out, the in patterns. Same thing with a fighter.
Last 10 seconds. And that's the end of round 2. The executioner's effort in that last round really didn't do much for him. I just don't think he was busy.
No, he wasn't busy enough, and you start to wonder whether or not he wants to be here. It has to change quickly now, because if it doesn't, his opponent is going to kind of smell it a little bit, and he's going to start pushing a little bit more and put him in bad problems.
There you go.
And round number 3 is underway. Sweet Pea's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. Well, he may be in bad shape, but all of a sudden, he's able to avoid punches and survive.
You know, boxing is a funny business. It's a metaphor for life. You know, sometimes you have somebody outside and they don't say what they want to say. They have to have a drink, a little alcohol, to start saying the things that are on their mind. Sometimes a fight is no different. You know, he gets hurt, and now all of a sudden all his inhibitions are gone, and now he's doing all the things he's supposed to do because he's not thinking about anything except the things he should have been thinking about. It's automatic.
90 seconds to go here in this round. Able to dismiss that body shot.
Body shot.
And just grabbing onto his opponent. Sweet Pea's blocking ability is doing well for him there.
Come on, kid, focus.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Ten seconds to go in this third round.
Keep it up. You need to capitalize on his mistakes. I want to see that counter hook. Make him pay for his mistakes.
All we need is water up there, that's it.
Jab your way, okay? Whatever
You don't need that,
throw
throw that away. Stay tight. Keep jabbing and hitting him. Keep him in front of you, okay? Don't let him move around too much. Cut the...
The executioner's enjoying a lead on Teddy's scorecard the first time we look at the scores ringside here tonight. Although early on here, it's not as if either man is in complete control of this fight. That's a well-scored left hand by Sweet Pea. Teddy, it's hard to believe that he'll be able to get anything going if he doesn't throw more jabs.
It's kind of like trying to speak the English language without knowing the alphabet. I mean, the jab is ABC.
More punches, work the body, kid. There you go.
What an impact that left hand just made by Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. See, that's the work they want to see with the right hand by Sweet Pea. The executioner is trying to create some space. Sweet Pea's hit by a big left hand. Does a nice job of backing him into the corner there. If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Sweet Pea.
Looking good.
Relax.
It's all right. Just keep moving.
Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds.
Stay away from those.
A good block. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Defense.
He seems fully recovered to me. Here we are, the start of a new round, and a fighter that got tagged hard in the last round seems as fresh as could be.
Well, when you push a fighter, when you push a human being to a dark place, that's when you're going to find out what's bright inside of them, what's great inside of them. And he's responding just that way.
And he just holds on there. Halfway into round number 5 here. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Not able to land the headshot.
Come on.
Hooks to the head. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. And round 5 comes to an end.
That was good.
The executioner's still got a great chance to win this fight, regardless of what you just saw in that last round. I mean, conventional wisdom down here is that it's a close competitive fight, that he's trailing on the scorecards. But you can tell this fight can turn at any moment.
Yeah, it's very close. I think right now, you got to be the guy. It's kind of like an argument. You get into an argument with someone, you want to have the last word. Whoever throws the last punches, you know, one guy throws 3, you come back with 4. Whoever's the last one to throw, he's going to win.
Here we are getting ready for the second half of this fight as we've reached the 6th round. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. That was a miss by Sweet Pea.
Unload! Unload! More punches!
Sweet Pea's making this so that it's becoming a very frustrating night for his opponent. I mean, when your defense is that sharp, it can just drive your opponent crazy.
Yeah, it can. First of all, it can start to break down. You know, we always look at the physical things in life and anything. You know, you're pounding a guy and you're going to break the guy down. Hey, you're just smart, you're slick like this guy, and you're making a guy miss, you start to break him down. He's breaking the guy down that way.
Relax. Keep your body moving. Back to the body.
10 clicks of the talk.
You got to land a big punch now. No doubt about it. You are losing this fight. You need to throw and land a big shot. Look at me. Knock this motherfucker out. Listen to me.
Listen, he's done. He's done. I want you to double up on that jab and finish off with a hook, okay? One, two.
All we need is water up there, and that's it.
Listen, he reaches in.
You don't need that.
Right
Throw that away.
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight.
Got this one.
Gets rid of that effort.
You're doing great.
Now hugging on the inside.
You got this one.
Unable to score with the uppercut that time.
Nice.
Good job protecting himself. Sweet Pea's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit? Wow, what a turnaround. You never know what's going to happen in this game.
You're never supposed to take anything for granted, never assume anything. They tell you that in life. In the ring, you get taught that real fast.
He got caught by a big shot.
Keep working the foot. Keep working the body.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Keep moving.
Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go.
Don't fight his fights. Jab and move. This is it. You heard it. Keep on it.
I need you to cut this guy off. Start moving your hands. 1, 2, 3s. 1, 2, 3s. All right?
Got any more of these?
Sweet Pea's leading on your scorecard as we start round number 8, Teddy. But there is some doubt here. Only a few rounds remain.
Yeah, don't forget now in the other corner what's going on. We're just looking at one side here, Joe. But in the other corner, they're very aware of what's going on. They're behind. They're telling their guy, get after him. So it's not going to be enough to just stay status quo. This guy better be ready to lift up his concentration a little.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Sweet Pea's offense has completely gone away here, it seems. He was hurt earlier, and now all he's doing is worried about what could be coming to get him again.
Yeah, he was on the highway earlier going about 90, and now all of a sudden he's taking those back roads going about 20. How long until the police catch up to him or his opponent pulls him over?
That right hand over the top lands flush.
Head body.
Not much action as he just ties up. Just hugging there.
Nice work.
Unload! Unload!
Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. End of the round. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you ringside. He just didn't throw enough, Teddy. I mean, you got to go out there and put something forth if you want to win the round.
Hey, sometimes it's complicated, sometimes it's pretty simple. You don't throw punches, you don't win fights.
Go, time. He's got nothing left, okay? Just go for the head. Knock him out. It's done. Hey, don't waste energy. But I want you to keep those hands.
The Executioner's opponent is not seeing the damaged goods he was opposite of in the last round. This is a different fighter starting this round right here. That's the clean shot with the left hand that he was looking for by Sweet Pea. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
Uppercut.
And he's holding.
Unload.
90 seconds into the 9th round. Tried the hook, didn't get it. The Executioner's making me wonder if his legs are really underneath him. Now, he was stunned earlier in this fight, but the non-stop clinching, it's revealing a lot.
Yeah, it is revealing a lot. He's not right. He's hurt a little bit, but he could turn it around for an opportunity for himself because he could grab inside and then let go and then all of a sudden sneak, bang, 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 and then grab again. He can find the little opportunity if he can think about that.
On the mark with the straight left hand. Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. End of the round, and he's had better rounds in the fight than the one we just saw, but still, it's very much there for the taking.
Yeah, whoever finishes up strongly in the late parts of these rounds, a lot of times, you know, the judges get mesmerized a little bit here too. You know, it's a real close fight, and you kind of forgot where the separation was. And whoever grabs the last part of the round, that's who you remember. It's very important in this kind of fight. Finish up good at the end of the round.
Which way will it go? Both men want it badly. Now the final round. Sweet Pea's been able to let loose. He's throwing punches. He's just not landing enough of them.
Well, he's throwing them from a little too far away. He's not getting into that punching chamber. He's starting to launch him just a little too soon, and his opponent is warned.
Pace yourself.
Flush shot. It was the overhand left.
Use the jab.
Nice strike after catching one by the executioner. Halfway through this 10th and final round.
Back to the body.
Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Final minute of this final round of this fight.
Keep moving.
The executioner's punch is far off the target. He's showing very good footwork. He's showing fine defensive movement here. But as for the opponent, how do you solve that?
Well, you got to make believe you're a football player. You got to make believe you're a linebacker in football. You go down the line with that running back. You don't go following him around the place. You make sure you move laterally. That's exactly what he's got to do. He's got to cut that ring down, take space away.
That was good stuff throughout. Which way did the judges lean? Let's send it up to the ring to find out. Teddy, he doesn't get the W tonight, instead a draw.
Joe, it's better than a loss, but it's not what he deserved. It's not what he earned. He should have his hand raised right now.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time.